This call is now being recorded.
So, good morning. Today we are going to see graphical method for trusses. In structural design 1, to determine the forces in the members, we are going to use this graphical method. A simple problem we have taken. So, this truss ABC, we have taken 50 kilonewton load is acting on this truss. So, as truss is symmetrical, so automatically we can have reactions equal. So we have 25 kilonewton, 25 kilonewton. Then we are going to solve joint A. So by solving joint A, we have taken here joint A, and from this, now we know FAC you can consider as tension, then you will get value minus, and then you can make it as compression and show it plus. If I am in position to show the correct direction is always preferable. And here I know 25 kilonewton is going up, so I will take force in member AC downward, which will be compression. So we are going to get this AC, you can have 30 degree, angle 30 degrees, then FAB, this is considered as tensile, and then we have this as 25 kilonewton. So by using summation Fy equal to 0, we are going to get 25 minus FAC sin 30, which is equal to 0. And from this we will get FAC equal to 50 kilonewton, because we have sin 30, that is 1 by 2, and then taking on one side, that is 25 upon sin 30 goes as 50 kilonewton. Then we will apply Fx0. So we have FAB towards right positive minus FAC cos 30, and from this I will get value of FAB, and that is equal to 43.2 kilonewton. So now, knowing these values, we are going to solve this problem, that is by using graphical method. So now we will go this by graphical method. So I have not made this presentation mode, because now you should be in position to solve this one. So now we have Bose notation. What does Bose notation means? We have to name the spaces between the forces and between the members. So now we have this 25 and 50 kilonewton. So this space, we are going to say this as A. So you can have small or you can have capital. Then we can have between this 50 kilonewton and this 25 kilonewton. I will say this space will be space B. So we have this will be space B. And then between 25 kilonewton to 25 kilonewton, I will say it as space C. So we have space as C. And then between the space, this between 25 kilonewton and this member, we have. So between this member and this, so we will show it as 1. So this I will make it as small, because we have member as capital. So we have this as B, and then we have this as C. So now we are interested to find force in member A1, means we have this member. A1 is this member. Then we have B1, means we have to find this member, force in this member. And then we have C1, means we have to find force in this horizontal member. So now in this member we are going to nominate using A1. This member we are going to nominate as B1, and this member we are going to nominate as C1. Now this 25 kilonewton we are going to say as BC, small b and C. In this, between these two, this 25 will be CA, and this 50 will be AB. So now we will start to solve this problem. So now we are going to consider a scale, that is 1 centimeter, that is equal to 12.5 kilonewtons. So I will mention scale over here, that is 1 centimeter equal to 12.5 kilonewtons. So we have this as a scale to plot this. So now we will go for this. So 25 kilonewton. Now I will first plot this AB, which is 50 kilonewton. So 50 divided by 12.5. So I have to draw a line of 4 centimeters. So I will plot a line which is of 4 centimeter and parallel to that force. So we have this 50 kilonewton vertical. So now I will go 4 centimeter vertical. So we have this as 4 centimeter. Now I am plotting. Now you can see this. So I will go with 4 centimeter. So 4 centimeter we can have small. I can go with 8 centimeters. So or I will go with 1 centimeter equal to 10 kilonewton. And then we are with this 5 centimeters. So we will go with 5 centimeters. So I have this as 5 centimeters. So we have this as 5 centimeters. Now we will go this BC force. So 1 centimeter is 10. So BC we are going to get it as 25 divided by 10. So 2.5. Now I will name this. So I have this as AB. So we have this as A. And then we have this as B. So this is 5 centimeters. So now I will plot BC upward, and that will be 2.5. So I will make it as 2.5 centimeters, and that is B to C. So now I will change color of it. So let us, we have this color. So now we have this point, we have C point. So I will have this point as C. 2.5. Now I will go C to A again upward, which is again 2.5. So I will mark again 2.5. I will change the color, and then we have this as 2.5. So we will take this C to A. So now you can see our starting point and end point are same. So this is known as a closed polygon. We have to plot this on one line only, but to understand you, I have plotted on other line. Now I will take it on this line. So first I will go downward, that is from A to B, and then I have B to C, and then I have C to A. So we have likewise this A, B, C, and then we have plotted in this fashion. Now I will have A1, and we have A1 parallel to this force. So I will draw this line parallel to this. I will plot from A. So now I know A point. So I will take this to A point, and then I will plot from A point this as A1. Now we will take this length larger one, and then I will make it as dotted. Now then we have BC1 I will plot. Now C1 we have parallel to this horizontal member. So we will plot it to horizontal member. So from C we are going to plot it. And then we will take it as horizontal from point C. So I will make it less. And then we have this as dotted line. And then we have to, this point is 1. So we are going to mention this as 1. So I will mention it as 1. Now I will plot parallel to B1. So I will plot parallel to B1, and then it should pass through B. Then you can see it also passes through point 1 because we have B1. So I will make it as dotted. So we can have this dotted, and you can see this is also exactly passing through 1. And now A1 we are going to get force in this member. So which member in this we are going to say AC. This member AC, here we have this member as A1. So I will measure A1. So now I will go to this, and then I will measure A1 over here. And then we have this A1. Now you can make it large and you can see this. So just we have this as exact 5. So A1 we have 5 centimeters. A1 equal to 5 centimeter, which is equal to 50 kilonewtons. You can see in this we have force as same 50 kilonewton. Then we can go with C1. So we will have C1 now. We have to measure C1. So now I will measure C1. And you can see we have this as 4.3 centimeters. You can see over here. So we have this as 4.3 centimeters. And from this we will get it as 43 kilonewtons. And now you can see by using this we have 43.2 kilonewtons. So then we have B1, we are going to get same. If we will measure it, B1 we will get it as 5 centimeter and we will get value as 50 kilonewton. So likewise using this A, small b, 1, C, these are known as Bose notation. And by Bose notation, now when you will go for a graphical method of trusses, length of the truss doesn't matter. We are interested to draw the lines parallel to the forces. So I have to plot this by using angle. So I made this as 30 degree and then plotted this A1. This 30 degree I have measured and then plotted this B1. So these angles we have to plot, length doesn't matter. So then we are in this way, we have to plot this and then from this we are going to get forces in the members. And this we have to actually go for graphical method in ST1. So today we will stop here only. Thank you.